Hey guys, how's it going? Hope you guys are doing good. Thought I'd give you a little rundown of a couple of baits that I throw on a chatterbait that are really good this time of year. The water's warming up, fish are getting in the grass, they're getting up shallow, they're ready to start staging up to do spawn. They're feeding, and thought I'd give you a quick tip on a couple of baits that I like to use on a chatterbait. So we're just going to go with the regular chatterbait. And one of the baits that I like to use on a chatterbait, probably more than anything, is the Lake Fork Magic Shad. And when you go with a white, you want to match the bait down here with some type of shad pattern, because that's what you're trying to imitate is a shad. And so this bait right here will give a good kick. It'll give a good wobble, and everything like that. So that's the first one. Now the second one, we're going to take the same white chatterbait. And everybody knows me. I grew up around the Ozarks. I love a Kitech or Ketek or however you say it. Good action on it. However, the problem is when you rig this normal, so when you rig a chatterbait, it's going to be coming through the water like this. And so normally you would do it with the tail up like this, so it'd kick. But if you do this on a chatterbait, you won't get the same kick. It'll be dead. It won't move. It won't have the same action. So what you need to do is actually flip it upside down. You want it to come out like this, okay? And that tail will give great action. What happens is this blade gets in the way, and the disturbance here doesn't allow that blade, the tail on this, to kick real well. So let me show you how to do it. So normally it would be like this, but now you want it to come out and end up like this, okay? So if you do it, you're going to come through the top here and go all the way up, and then come out the top as well. And that would be normal, but you don't want that, okay? So you're going to come in, you're going to flip it over, come in, and come out the bottom. Now, you come out the bottom, and looky here. That tail's flipped up. Now when it comes through the water, it's going to have that real nice kick to it. And you're gonna see a much better action with it upside down compared to right side up, which you usually throw it on a regular jig head and stuff like that. So use that. The third way that I like to fish this thing is a lot of times when you're throwing these, they kind of get hooked up on here, and they come in like this or something, and that because that tail kick gets real good, or when you're throwing it, it hits just right, and then the bait comes up and it ends up like this. Well, sometimes those tear up real easy. So let me give you a real quick tip on how to master this. So if you'll take this, let's say it's torn like that. Now it's not going to give any type of good action. So what you want to do is you want to take your scissors that you should always have in your boat, okay? And you're going to want to cut that off and cut that off. Okay, let's get that all nice and neat. Hard to do here in the dark here where I'm at. Okay, so now you have this bait right here. Now, this thing right here will give you a real good action. You can rig it straight up or down like this. Either way, it'll give that action almost as good as this. But this will give you a real good action on it. And so I hope this... I've used this several times. I really like it. It just happened by chance. I was like, man, I don't want to waste another one because these Keteks are pretty expensive in the long haul. And so I was like, man, how can I do this? So I cut the tip off, and I was like, oh yeah, it kind of looks like a magic shad. So anyway, I hope this helps you out. It helps me catch fish. So these are the two baits you're going to be looking at right here that are my two favorites to throw on a chatterbait. Stay tuned. Hope to see you out on the water.